We will continue with more variations of leaves in this lesson. We'll do the leaves with teeth on both sides. The basic structure would be same as we did in previous lesson. The simple yaprak leaf. Now we are going to draw the teeth for this leaf. Draw a margin in the middle of the leaf, and then you can draw for teeth a small circle, and then follow the circumference of the circle to draw the teeth of the leaf. It would be the dark to light stroke. The top part would be dark. In the same leaf base structure, you can draw another variation by taking another margin and similarly go with the small circle and draw more teeth. You can go on, and you can draw the bigger leaves too. These are the just two teeth on one side. You can draw more. You can practice in smaller versions. I'm drawing a smaller leaf. You have to draw first the base structure of simple leaf, and then you can draw the teeth. Similarly, you can draw the smaller versions of the other variation with more teeth. Now, while drawing these teeth of the leaves, you have to remember one point. The sepals must not be over each other. These teeth must cross each other like a stair. If it's over, it would be considered wrong. And the other thing is the sepal shape. It must not be that pointed shape. Rather, it must be same as that of the plain leaf tip. Now with the same leaf, you can draw another variation, the front folding leaf. What you can do, you can make a stroke over here. It would represent the front folding leaf. Similarly, you can draw these tooth with the round head leaf. The round head leaves are not often used, but definitely at the end, it will be your choice to select the elements whatever you like. You can draw single teeth, double teeth, round head teeth, pointed end leaf. You can draw another variation for yapraks or leaves, the side folding leaf. We have done the front folding leaf, the simple leaf, static leaf, motion leaf, round head leaf. Now it's the side folding leaf. All these positions are from nature. That's why these motifs are also called as biomorphs. It's all related to life. So for this, I'm drawing the tooth on the same side. Similarly, you can draw one tooth, two tooth. It's your choice, and you can add the front folding part too. It will be a choice too. So these are the some variations of different kinds of yapraks which you need to practice in different sizes and in both directions. These are the right curved leaves. You can draw those in left curved leaves too. So you need to practice randomly and keeping the nuance effect. Your line must not be shaky, and you need to understand the teeth's position, the shapes, the overlapping. Once you are able to understand the basic structure and able to draw, then you can draw without any margin line, without any small circles. You can directly put on your strokes. First, second stroke, third stroke, fourth and fifth, and this down stroke is sixth stroke. So this is how you can draw once you're done with your practice. First, you need to practice with a simple yaprak leaf and drawing the margins and the small circles. Once you get the lines perfectly, the positions and the shapes perfectly, then you can draw it directly. But initially you have to do this. Okay, so you can draw margin lines slightly, the circles slightly, so it won't appear when you send a homework picture. So it would be easier for me to check whether your nuance effects are perfect, whether your shapes are perfect. So draw those extra things lighter. This is how you need to make it. For this, a curve from here and another curve. This is the total. Now come towards the paint preparation for the outlines. That is the black paint. You can use these small containers or any container in your homes, or you can simply use these paint dishes. You can prepare your paint and cover it with the masking tape so that the paint won't get air dried. These containers are airtight containers, so paint will remain for longer time. Just take your paint and add little water. You can use any water dropper. It is very important to maintain the paint consistency. You can use any old brush for mixing, any popsicle stick, any barbecue stick, or any sort of a thing for mixing, or you can simply use any black calligraphy ink. If you're using calligraphy ink, you don't need to prepare that. You can use that directly. But sometimes some inks are thick, so you need to get it diluted a little bit with water. You can swatch your prepared paint. If the lines are broken, if the lines get dry, then you need to add more water. You can practice a nuanced effect with the brush too. It is same as that of a pencil. You need to apply the pressure. Only the difference is pencil won't get dry, and in brush you need to get the paint again. I'm just practicing some dark and light lines, the nuanced drawings. You can practice any sort of line in any direction, or you can simply trace over your leaves. But before tracing over the leaves, practice with lines. Always remember, this is very important step, and the neatness is very important for your art piece, otherwise it will get ruined. You can practice on the leaves which you have drawn perfectly, and in the same way to get the nuanced effect, remember the correct paint consistency. So I'm going to use my 000 brush. You can use 4 zeros. You can do the outlines of your perfect leaves in the same way as the thin line to the thick line, and then again thick to thin line, the downward stroke. So keeping the pressure on your wrist, take the stroke upwards. If your brush gets dried, take more paint. But if you're taking too much paint on your brush, it will drop a blob on your work. So always drop the extra paint on your thumbnail or on an extra piece of paper.